Connected here. Oh my God, how's everyone doing? We are live. Okay, here we go. I think we're getting started. Wait for some people to join in the chat. Just so you guys know, I'm here on the computer. I'll be watching your comments come in. Let's get some people on the call before we get going. How's everyone doing? Okay, I see some people starting to join in. I love that. How are we doing? Just a side note, if you are seeing some captions come up on the screen and you're not into that, there's a little closed caption button right up top that you should be seeing on your screen. You can just turn that off if you'd like. All right, I know a lot of people are going to be joining us, but let's do a really quick update on what is on deck for today. Clearly, we got the Switch 2 here. I'm going to quickly go over everything that came here in the box, give you a couple of minutes to ask some questions. We can go close up on some of the products that come in the box. You're going to be able to ask those questions using the comment section in the stream. That's going to be the best way to chime in. I'll be checking all of the comments, I promise. We'll be getting back to you. Then we're going to talk accessories. Without spoiling too much, I got some fun stuff to show off here. And for those of you who have never joined a Tom's Guide live stream before here, how this works is as we're talking about products, they might appear up on your screen. They're there if you want to check it out, take a look. It's all to make things easy for you. That's the point. But the whole point today really is to no pressure, have some fun. And speaking of fun, we're going to be rounding out today's festivities by playing Mario Kart World. We got it loaded up here on the Nintendo Switch 2. We may have a special guest come join us to play. And you're not going to want to miss that, so be sure to stick around. And again, that comment section is the best way to have fun with me here today. I want this to be interactive. I want to show you what you want to see. I want you to see some of the products we got in. I want you to enjoy and chime in as we play Mario Kart World because I'm really excited. I haven't played it in a couple weeks now. Let me know where you're logging in from. Let me know if you actually already have your Nintendo Switch 2. Did you go pick it up at midnight? Did you do a pre-order and it arrived today? Are you still waiting on your order? Did your restock or did your order get delayed? Side note, if you are still struggling to get a Nintendo Switch 2, I'm going to put a link up in the comments right now. We have editors working around the clock. Literally, sunrise to sunset and all hours in between, tracking Nintendo Switch 2 restocks. If a Nintendo Switch 2 drop hits any of the big retailers, it will be in the link in the description. That's going to be where you're going to be able to track restocks as they're coming in. Let's see. Okay, I see some of you starting to join. Guys, I want some of your comments in here. Tell me, like, what's going on. I want to know how your day's going so far. What kind of coffee did you have this morning? What Nintendo Switch 2 game are you most excited for? We are live on Nintendo Switch 2 launch day nonetheless. If you're watching this on June 5th, that means that we are live. This is the day, but this stream will remain available if you want to come back and watch it at any time, want to see any of the products that we linked, or want to see some of the questions that get answered. So without further ado, let's do like a little walkthrough of the Nintendo Switch 2 and everything you get in the box. Now, not to plug our socials so early in the stream, but we did post a guide on everything that comes in the box, both on our YouTube channel at Tom's Guide US, and then also on our TikTok at Tom's Guide. That's where you're going to be able to see things online that way, but we also have everything right here. So let's start right away. We have the actual console itself. That 7.9-inch screen. Check that out. 1080p display, 120 hertz refresh rate. This is in handheld mode because I have the new Joy-Cons attached, but let's take them off. We have, show you, there's a little release button right here where you're going to pull out, and that's how you get the new Joy-Cons off the Switch. Let's put this back here. Let's take a closer look at the Joy-Cons. Can you guys see that? We have bigger controls, a curvier design, those release buttons, and now the SR, SL buttons are pretty big on the side here. Wait, I'll actually show you. I have my Switch OLED right here. Let's pull one of these off. I'm not going to miss the little sliding rail thing, that's for sure. Here we go. You can like absolutely see the size difference. You can see the button difference. I would say the new SRSL buttons are double the size. Safe to say, right? Huge improvement. I think this is one of the design changes that people have been most excited about. So if you are having your Joy-Con separated, you're playing in tabletop mode, or you have your Switch hooked up to a monitor or a TV, you have two options. Remember this thing? You probably know this if you already have a Switch. Very familiar, same concept, magnetic, right in there. And then you have more of an ergonomic way to play Switch. Check that out. Love that. What do you guys think of the new controllers? Check this out. So just a little spoiler, we will be bringing a Switch 2 Pro controller out here because we know that that's probably going to be like one of the top accessories people are getting for their Switch 2. It just makes such a difference if you're really trying to get into some more intense games. But these Joy-Cons also have the new tabletop mode, and for that, you're going to want to use what comes in the box as well, which are these strap attachments. They're color-coded, so it should be pretty easy to figure out which one goes where. I believe this one goes like this. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Duh. Troubleshooting. We haven't used this setting yet, but that's how this wrist strap goes on. Oh, I see. It's kind of like a magnetic attachment. Very cool. We'll deal with it later. Anyway, here you go. That's what it looks like with the strap on the Joy-Con 2, like this. Then if you're playing tabletop mode, you're going to use this types of features. Basically, use your Joy-Con like a mouse. What do we think of this feature? I feel like the rumors people were getting hype about, do we think actually you're going to use it? Are you going to play Drag and Drive? What other types of games? I think we played Metroid Prime 2 with it. It was pretty cool. I think it's going to take some getting used to and maybe like slow adoption. Maybe there's still like a game that needs to come out that's really going to drive that feature, but only time will tell. Thank you guys for the likes so far. Oh, we got some comments coming in. You missed the pre-order, went through last night at Target, whatever. eBay. You know what? Like right now, if you want to get your hands on the console, do what you got to do, right? The restock guide that is linked is going to be super helpful for keeping on track on just the normal restocks from retailers. We're using all sorts of news sources to have that as up to date as possible. I know I personally have been refreshing it like every day. I just know that I want to be able to help all my friends and family who want to get their hands on the new Switch 2. Okay, cool. So that's not everything we get in the box because I've not yet talked about the dock. The dock, mostly the same. I know there are some improvements to cooling, and of course it supports the 4K HDR output, which is a huge improvement, but it's pretty familiar. You're going to open up the back of it here to do your inputs. We got Ethernet, your HDMI out, and your AC adapter. One note I'd say, so your Switch 2 is going to come with an HDMI cable, an AC adapter, and a USB-C power cord, which I have these all hooked up and plugged in down there. You're going to want to use what actually comes with the Switch when you're playing with the Switch 2. We actually tried to do some updates yesterday, and it did not work with just a basic USB-C cable. We want to use the one that Nintendo sells you. Just keep that in mind if you're running into any like troubleshooting. Although, as with pretty much everything in my experience with Nintendo, the setup and troubleshooting is usually pretty simple. There's lots of on-screen instructions, that will make it easy for you to get through your setup and hopefully playing your Switch sooner rather than later. Speaking of which, we published a YouTube video. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. That actually has the whole setup process. So if you haven't unboxed yours yet or you're not sure what to do, go check out that video. My colleague Tony, who will be joining us in a little bit to play some Mario Kart World, did a great job at making it easy. And we had the Nintendo Switch 2 up and running in minutes. It was so easy, so fun. Adds to the hype. You know, the last thing when you get a new console is that you want to do is, I should say, spend all day just getting it to work. You want to start playing games right away, right? So that was a pretty pleasant experience with the Switch 2. Let's get those Joy-Cons back on the console here. Where we go? Can't get them mixed up with my old ones, right? Yeah. Okay, look, there's a little release on that. Very nice. And there we go. This thing has some heft to it, I gotta say. That's the biggest difference I noticed right off the bat compared to my Switch OLED. But for that, you're getting more screen to play on, which is really a big benefit if you are more of a mobile handheld player. You wish it was more colorful. I said this too. No one else seems to be complaining about this. I miss the colored Joy-Cons. Instead, it's like these really subtle orange and light blue, and I actually have an accessory that I'm going to show off in just a couple of minutes that will absolutely take that to the next level. So let's actually move on to that. Let's see, where should we start? We got so much stuff. Let's get this box out of the way. Get rid of that. Okay, starting with accessories, I want to show you what probably is the coolest Switch accessory to ever exist. I can't believe no one has thought about this first, but this is Belkin's new travel charging case. Check this out. So, when you open this up here, nice sturdy zipper. What's that inside? Do you see that? It's a 20-watt removable charger that is situated here in the case so that when you have it unplugged, your Nintendo Switch 2 with the new USB-C inputs on the bottom and top, you can charge your console on the go while it's in this charging case. Very cool. So what else do you get with this case? There are 12, let's move this out of the way. I can't show you both at once. All right, you get 12 game card slots for physical games, but the best feature by far is inside this mesh case where you can put like other cables and accessories. You also get, can you see that? A flap that's just the right size for an air tag, right? So you don't have to worry about where your Switch 2 is. This is a great way to keep track of it. If you're taking this and you're traveling and you're going on planes, it happens. You might leave it on the plane, you might leave it at a hotel. AirTag will give you some peace of mind. Let me know what you guys think of this. This charging case is $69.99 and it's available now, so you can pick it up. It's on Amazon. You'll be able to order it now and be able to, probably have it by the weekend if you have Amazon Prime, which we love that. But if you don't need this charging case, you just want something that's a little bit more protective and just good for on the go, here we have another option. This is just the Belkin travel case. Very similar, just doesn't have the charger in the middle. You still get 12 game slots and the little hidden pocket for your AirTag up here in the mesh case. This is much slimmer, much sleeker, comes in a couple of different colors, and this is going to cost $29.99, so it's about half the price. You're not getting the battery with that, but this is a nice kind of starter case maybe, and then you could always upgrade to something like the battery case when you're up for that. So that is the Belkin travel charging case and then just the regular charger case. What do you think about these? We're not going anywhere yet, so we're going to put those away. I also wanted to show you some screen protectors. I know I've been seeing people online asking about Switch screen protectors. I've seen a lot of them like on Amazon, and I don't really know. I like Belkin. I've always trusted Belkin products, not sponsored. Just, they have a good reputation. I actually have a Belkin screen protector on my phone right here. So we have two different screen protector options for the Switch 2. We have this tempered glass version that's anti-glare, and then we have this second version that has blue light protection, if that's your thing. There's about a $5 price difference. Right, so the one without blue light protection is $24.99. The one with blue light protection, $29.99. Still a great value for something that should last you. Which one should we put on our Switch? I want to see how this works. Let me know in the comments. Pick one. Come on, guys. Pick which screen protector we should use. Cool. All right. I guess I'm going to get to pick. Let's do the regular anti-reflective one. Right? Okay. Let's give you a nice little ASMR moment. How's that? Let's see what we get in the box here. Is the blue light also anti-reflective? Let me see. The blue light does not have the same anti-reflective treatment. So I think it really depends like what you're going for. If you're more concerned about eye strain, I know that definitely is, or if you're more concerned about reflection, then you kind of have options. We love that. Okay, let's get this screen protector actually on the Switch 2. I've been really excited to try this process because there is a alignment tool that should make it pretty easy. So here we go. Here's the actual screen protector. It looks like I have to take the Joy-Cons off. We're going to use the included little microfiber cloth to get all my grimy fingerprints off of that and all the little dust. You guys, when we went to the Switch 2 hands-on session back in April, these guys were like on it with these cloths. They like were whipping them out of everywhere. That way, every time in between people were playing and taking photos, that the screens would look nice and clean. Right, cool. Now I'm gonna put on the alignment aid that's super helpful. Great, cool. All right. And here we go. This is our screen protector. This is going to be great because both when you're on the go, like if you throw this in your bag and don't have a case, or if you just, tend to be taking this in and out of the dock a lot, this will keep your screen nice and protected. Okay, we're going to pull back the tab that says 1. We're going to use these little tabs that are here to help. And using the alignment aid, Oh my god, that's so easy. Wait. I love that. Okay. Now we're going to push this down. Wait, that actually went on so well, and I feel like all of the bubbles are coming out. Wait, we might have to take this off now. Right? Okay, we did that. Now we remove this part of it. That's so satisfying. I don't always get screen protectors right every time, but I feel like we did a really good job on that one. Wow. This alignment tool is a game changer. This is like innovation right here. I don't think you're going to get something like this in all the random screen protectors that you see on Amazon. So keep that in mind. I recommend these Belkin ones. All right, so we showed you some of the Belkin accessories. We also have been paying attention to Spigen. They've had a couple of cool accessories. I don't have them here today, but they have more kind of portable gaming options. We'll throw them up on the live stream just so you can check them out. There's two options I really like. One is a traveling case that goes on your actual Switch 2, and that will be great for adding some ergonomic grip to the Joy-Cons. You can probably tell in the picture a little bit. It almost adds like this style of handle to the back of it, a little bit more comfortable. I know I'm excited to check that out. And then we also have the Nano Pop case, which for those who are complaining about colors on the Switch 2 Joy-Cons, or a lack of colors, I should say, you'll be able to add more of like a coloring experience to your Switch 2 with those. Cool. All right, so we went through accessories. We talked a lot about the Switch 2, some of the new features, what comes in the box. If you guys have any other questions about the Switch 2, please keep them coming. Otherwise, we're actually going to get ready to do a little bit of a reset so that we can play some Mario Kart World, because I'm guessing that's what a lot of you came here for. And as we get started with that, let me know like which characters in Mario Kart World we should play. I know which one I have my heart set on, but I will be flexible depending on what you guys want to see. We're going to have 2 players going, so you can pick up to 2 characters. We'll go with whichever one people find the most interesting. We can also give you a couple minutes once we have it set up. But let's answer this question really quick. What peripherals should we order? Great question. Yeah. I would say you're going to want at least a set of 2 new Joy-Cons, but you also could instead get one Pro controller. We're going to get that unboxed, actually. And the great thing about the Pro controller is that that is going to have more of a professional gaming feel, and that this is a one edition. So you buy one person using it, and then you have your 2 Joy-Cons, which are each a controller for playing Mario Kart. So that's for 3 people right there. But if you think maybe a friend or another family member might come into this mix, it might be good to instead get a new second set of Joy-Cons. There also is a controller for GameCube. They're like bringing back the GameCube controller for the GameCube games being added to Nintendo Switch Online. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get ourselves reset up here so that we can play some Mario Kart World. And just so you guys can actually see it, I've got this nifty Alienware monitor right here. Let's lower this down a little bit. Get this stuff all out of the way. Let's see. How is that? We're going to turn it a little bit on the side because we're going to play from over there. Next, I need to get the Switch 2 hooked up. I'm just plugging in my HDMI to the eARC port on this gorgeous Alienware 27-inch OLED monitor. Let's see if we can get this turned on. There we go. So one more thing we have to do here is set up our Pro Controller for my friend Tony, who's going to be joining us. And why aren't we on? There we go. Okay, let's say to continue. It's this later. Great, there we go. This is what it's going to look like when you turn on your Switch 2 and have it set up on your screen. I should have brought some scissors to open this, but that is okay. We're just going to go the old-fashioned route. Hey, don't worry, I got it. I got it. We work with things around here. You guys, I'm not seeing enough comments, and I need to know what characters we're picking for Mario Kart World. Okay, I mentioned the Pro Controller here a couple of times. This is what it looks like. This is the Pro Controller for Nintendo Switch 2. Now, if you already have a Nintendo Switch and you are wondering if your current Pro Controller will work, the answer is yes. It just won't have the game chat button and game chat feature, which is one of the most exciting new things coming to the Switch 2 experience. But this otherwise looks pretty familiar to me. I love my Pro Controller. That's like my go-to, even when I'm on tabletop mode. And to set up a Pro Controller, it's pretty simple. You're just going to need to do a USB-C input to your console one time. I'll turn this on right here. Awesome. I think we should get Tony in here. What do you think? All right, hang tight while we get Tony in the building.
Hello.
What's going on, guys? We got Tony over here. I'll move this quickly.
Yeah.
So, Tony, you can come say hi first. No, come say hi.
Hey guys, what's up? Hope you guys have been enjoying the stream so far.
If you guys saw our YouTube video, you would recognize Tony. Tony's part of our computing team, but he's also our in-house gamer extraordinaire.
Yes.
Let's get you mic'd up so you can really get into this stream with us. Let's see what we got here. So we're going to hook up the...
All right, should be able to hear me better now. I like to call myself handheld extraordinaire as well.
Yeah, that's so true. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Tony and I are actually going to be on the other side of the screen. You're not going to be able to see us because we want you to actually enjoy the game. I got the Pro Controller hooked up. I think if I take this out, it'll still stay paired, right? Yeah, look at that. So easy. All you do is take the USB-C to USB-A cable that came in the box with your Pro Controller, hook the USB-A input into the outside of the dock, USB-C into the Pro Controller, and then you are ready to go, and then we don't need this right now. Perfect. Love that. Super simple setup. Tony, you love to talk about like how easy everything with Nintendo usually is.
Yeah. No, that's what's great about it, because they know basically Nintendo is for everyone, families especially. So
Cool.
they want to keep things nice and simple, and even an old guy like me can appreciate that.
Old? You're not old. Okay, Tony, do you want to use the Joy-Cons or the Pro Controller?
I like the Pro Controller.
Guys, obviously, he's taking the Pro Controller.
I am a pro, so I need the Pro
What happens until, like, ladies first getting a pick?
I was thinking about it, I'm like, nah.
Nah! Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna also turn my laptop around so I can still see your comments coming through. How's it look? Do you guys like what you're seeing?
Yeah, UI is very similar to the previous Switch. So, oh, that's me. Oh, I see. Wait.
Let me turn this a little bit more. How's that? A little angled. We still need to be able to see it over here, okay? Okay. So we have some folks chiming in about what characters we can play. We have someone asking to show us the HDR settings.
Okay, so we have to go into like settings of the screens here. So let's actually look for that. Remember, we're kind of new to this, so we're still figuring things out. Maybe it's in screen. Oh, can't. So right now, since we haven't connected to the dock, we can't really.
That's brightness.
We probably may not be able to mess around with a lot.
Display. There we go. HDR. It's that simple.
Ooh, okay, cool.
Okay. So Tony, remind us how we do that again.
All right, so let's go back out. So go to settings, right? Go to display. There's HDR output.
It automatically turned on. So it looks like if it detects the input, it will automatically turn on HDR output. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I want to show you guys all the different resolutions you could pick. I would go just automatic depending on what you have, but it is nice to have all these options. That's great. Like 1440p is really good for like gaming monitors. That's what PC gamers like, so that's good. RGB, automatic. For most of the stuff, you want to go with automatic. It just makes things easier.
So is it 4K automatic? I'm guessing it would be 4K automatic depending on your TV settings. So
Yes.
like that's if you have your game settings on and that's you
Yeah.
automatically go to the highest resolution.
Exactly,
But it
yeah.
also might lower it if you have like VRR, like TV, right? So
Yeah, yeah. Very cool. All right, you should go back to the game.
all right. So we have a couple of suggestions. Your last chance to let us know what you think about what players we should use. Let's show you what we got. Okay, we're locked in. I think we're gonna play Knockout Tour because that's the like highlight new feature,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yeah, it's a lot more fun with other people too.
Remind us how Knockout Tour works.
So basically, you start off with 24 players, and every lap it gets whittled down to so until there's only like one player left. But what's fun is let's just say you have to be in 16th place, minimum 16th place to win. If you're in 17th place, you're gonna be sweating like, oh man, I don't want to lose this. And if you do lose, you have to just watch everybody else race because you're knocked out. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so what are they telling us?
We have one more question quickly. Does it have two USB-C ports, same speed? Yeah. I think it's the same speed for both.
It should be, yeah.
Yeah, so yes, there are two USB-C ports. We have one on the top up here, and then the one that the Switch 2 is hooked up to in the dock. Yeah, so there are for sure two, and they're the same speed. So the idea is that, like, if you're playing in tabletop mode, for example, or charging it, that you could hook something up to the top if that's easier, right?
Yeah. So what are they telling us? What do they want us to pick?
Okay, we got Zelda, Metal Mario, Bowser. But you guys, there's really only one answer, and it's cow. It's
cow. There you go.
I really want to do cow, but then Tony, you have to pick one of theirs.
I'll pick Bowser.
Bowser? Okay, we love Bowser.
Do they want us to pick specific cars? Because we got cards, we got bikes.
What car do you guys like? We'll give you like 30 seconds to comment. Zoom buggy, cute scoot. Oh, look how cute that is. I'm gonna do this one because it matches, unless you guys have any other suggestions.
Yeah, if no one picks anything, don't pick this truck because
cute scoot.
Cute scoot.
Cute scoot. Okay, I'll do the cute scoot.
All right, let me know if you want me to pick here. Maybe I should pick something like ridiculously small for him. Look at him.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so funny.
There you go. Let's do
that.
that.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna play knockout mode, and we're gonna try our very best, see which one of us makes it as further, because it's possible neither of us can make it to the end.
This is very true. Yeah. So right now we're playing offline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't play this online. If you really want to get sweaty with it.
Should we go online? Is that easy to do?
We haven't tried that yet. I mean, we're connected to the internet, but I say for now, let's just stick with us, just so people get a feel for it. We could do 50. That's kind of the easier one. Is shorter.
Okay, let's start.
Just for the purpose of the
stream. Cool. Yeah. We can also try some other settings and modes if you guys want after we get through this. So we are gonna have other computer generated racers we're going against. Yeah. And our goal is going to be at each threshold to be within the number that move on to the next round, right? Yeah. And it's timed.
It lets you know what place you need to be.
Let's skip all this.
Yeah, even though it looks nice, but yes.
It looks really nice.
But yes. We want to just show you guys all this stuff. All right, so there we are. This is split screen. One thing you guys will want to know. We're actually right now each at 60 frames a second. Because this monitor supports up to 240 hertz on this, and the system itself supports 120. And then the more players you have on screen, the less the frame rate will be. So if you have 4 players total, it'll be like 30 frames a second. So keep that in mind.
Can we give Tony some props for rattling off specs while he's in a very high stakes race right now?
All right, so. There we go. All right, what place? We're doing okay-ish. I know one thing I noticed about this game is like if you're like really far back, it'll start giving you better like options.
Oh, I thought that's like a known thing.
Yeah. Well, admittedly, I'm not like a super big Nintendo guy, so I don't know this stuff intuitively.
Yeah, so like you're never gonna get like one of like the stars
Yeah.
or like big explosion ones when you're in the front.
Yeah, because when I was playing this
that
last
wouldn't
week,
be fair.
yeah, no, it wouldn't be fair. I was like, why am I only getting coins? This is cheap.
Also, when you are in the front, you become the automatic target
Yeah.
for. See, I think I might have just blew myself up though.
Oh, look at you! We're in the top 5. This is good.
Let's go. You want to get through these? Oh no! Why did it move? Wait, that's such a fun. Wow.
And
There's so much in this new game.
Yeah.
Man.
I haven't mastered this yet, but you could like drift. That I think it's like R1, and it kind of builds a meter. But I haven't mastered that yet.
Where are we going?
Right, you and I are in first and second. We're doing good.
Yeah, I have
Let's
a
see.
feeling.
Right now, anyone that's behind 20th place is going to get instantly knocked out.
Okay. I also have a feeling that we are being favored.
Maybe, yeah, because this is a easier
race. We're in the easy.
Yeah,
easy mode, which is good to get started. We can try something harder.
Yeah, we just want to show you guys what's up. But yeah, the game looks gorgeous, runs great, lots of fun.
How much do you think of that can be chalked up to this Alienware monitor?
Oh, some of it for sure, because the monitor can match the refresh rate, the frame rate of the console. So you'll want at minimum a monitor or TV that could display at 120 hertz, so it can match 120 frames a second. But this is a pretty. I'm not gonna say pretty super powerful, but it's way more powerful than the original Switch. So you got to give that credit as well. It's just a lot of fun, and this game like it's open world. So much stuff to just find out in the wilderness out there.
Oh, maybe we should do some open world exploring after that.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Can you do 2-player open world exploring?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
See, right now since I'm in first place, I got the crown. But because I'm in first place, I'm not getting any good items. I'm just getting coins. Oh, there we go. That's the thing about this game. Like you could be sitting pretty in like first place, and then like 3 seconds later, you're on the way in the back. See, there goes the blue shell.
Oh no! Is there a way to turn volume on this monitor? I feel like we're missing out on like the quintessential Mario Kart music experience.
Yeah. Oh no, this monitor doesn't have speakers, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Gaming monitors.
All right. Well.
Okay, there we go. See, I was feeling myself right now. I'm in third place, bro. That's how this game will get you.
Wait, so we're not like doing the same course. Everything is new.
No, we are. We just on different tracks. We're on the same course, but you took a different route than I did.
Oh, I feel like this looks all new.
Yeah, actually, well, no, I'm right behind you. You were just ahead. Oh, okay. So when you hit those muddy like parts, it slows you down.
Wait, we got the same exact power up on the last one.
This one's like a sonic boom, which is nice. But you have to be like next to your opponent. So right now, anyone behind 16th place knocked out. Whoa, see? Sitting pretty in this NPC just got me.
Looks like you had someone on your account, or one of your friends, log on and playing Mario Kart World.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's right. We are using my account.
Where's the music? I know. I'm sorry. This monitor doesn't have mics.
Yeah. No speakers here.
You can enjoy the sound of our voices, though.
Yes. Our lovely voices.
Or, better yet, open up another tab and get, like, the Rainbow Road music going.
Yes.
And it'll be just like you're in the game with us.
But the sound effects and music are really, really fun in this game. Just FYI. All right, so we're still doing pretty well.
You guys, it's so fun. We get to play video games at work.
Yeah, this is
still work.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is a game that'll wake you up too. I came here all tired. Now I'm all awake.
Tony was up late getting everything ready today for Switch 2 launch.
Look at that.
And this is just another reminder that not just Tony, not just me, but the entire Tom's Guide team has been working around the clock, the last week especially, on all things Switch 2, just to get us make sure that we can bring you the best content, help you find the console. If you want to check those restock links, those things go in and out of stock. So it's possible that even throughout this live stream, there was a restock. If there was, I guarantee our team caught it. So make sure you keep that page open and refreshed. And if you're not trying to use it, there's all the quick links up top. That's probably the easiest way. But then after that, if you scroll down to the bottom, is where there's live updates that you can track at any time, not just on restock information, but also other things we're hearing about the Switch 2 as launch day continues on. What's Feather?
Yeah. By the way, there's something I wanted to tell
There are
folks.
new power ups.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they got feathers and stuff. You'll sometimes see these like Yoshi pit stops, and if you drive through them and pick up the meal that you get offered, you'll get like a new costume. Like right now, you see I have like a metal shell. I got jeans on.
Oh, is that where I got my crown, or was that
No, you have the crown because you're in first place.
I want to keep that crown.
I think cows don't get different costumes.
Wait, that is what?
Because
that is cow discrimination.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
That is not fair to those who identify as cows.
Yeah, the bovine out there.
Oh, see, they had a car coming. Right. I really don't feel like we're doing the same course over.
No, we are. Yeah, because you're in front of me. No, because this is a Grand Prix, so you're going to different places. You're not just going in a circle.
Oh wait, here's one of those pit stops.
Yep, there you
so
go.
You're saying that I won't get anything? Oh wow.
Well, let me see.
Looks like I got a power up.
Yeah.
I got this. Oh, shoot. I have a feeling this is really just going to be you and me till the end here, but
probably yeah. We're just smoke because we're playing on easy mode. But
yeah.
So let's see what costume I get now. I'm gonna morph into.
Well, supercharged.
It's okay. That's kind of fun.
Wait, so you're coming for me? No. No. I have to get one of those doubles.
I wish you could crash into people like in Burnout. That'd be great. But you can't do that.
So Tony, while we're still playing Mario Kart here, tell us about some of the other Switch 2 games that people should be keeping on their radar for launch.
So right now, the majority of Switch 2 games are actually third-party games. Sega has Yakuza 0, which I highly recommend. It's one of the best stories out there. You also have Street Fighter 6, which is a game I'm personally looking forward to. I already have it on PlayStation, but I'm really curious to see how it plays on this. And you won't be just relegated to playing it on Switch, since it has crossplay. And also, if you own like The Legend of Zelda, both games, the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, for $10 you can upgrade to like the Switch 2 edition, which makes it run at better frame rate, sharper graphics.
Yeah, but don't you have to pay $10 more to do those upgrades?
Yeah, you do, but I think it's worth it, especially if you like those games. But you do bring up a good point because those games are old. You may already beat them.
So I feel like I just opened up a can of worms. What do we think about like the pricing for Switch 2 games? You guys, if you ever are on Tom's Guide, if you're on Tom's Guide's TikTok account, most of the videos there, I'm reading those comments. So I've seen like when you guys are complaining about the game prices. That's been like one of the most negative comments that we keep getting. Like, no way am I doing that if I have to pay $80 for games.
Yeah, but I do want people to know that not every game is $80. Mario Kart is though. It is a sticking point because obviously the economy isn't great, and $80 is still a lot. I don't know. It's because basically, again, I'm old, so I remember when we used to play $80 for games in the '90s. But I don't want that to be like, oh, we used to do this, so you guys should complain because $80 is a lot of money. So I would just suggest be very picky with the games you select to pay that kind. But with this one specifically, like with the amount of content it has, like it is worth the $80. You're gonna be playing this for months. And remember, if this is like the previous Mario Kart, Nintendo's gonna be updating this for years.
Wait, this map is sick right now.
Isn't it awesome? So
I feel like we're in like a fairy wonderland right now.
Yeah. So Kate, because you brought this up before, the reason you're not seeing the same tracks is because there's a Grand Prix, so it's taking you to different.
But this is also like all new. I feel like I'm experiencing Mario Kart for the first time in some ways right now.
Yeah, I mean,
we have new power-ups, new characters.
Oh, last track. We're almost there. Yeah, and also they actually do have some of the older Mario Kart maps, but they're like, since they're in an open world environment, they look different.
So will I still be able to play Mario Kart Deluxe 8? 8 Deluxe.
On the Switch 2?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All the games are backwards compatible. You could all play them.
Hear that, guys? Yeah. All Switch games you already have are backwards compatible.
Or most of them are.
Do we get... Wait, do we get...
I got a sabotage.
Someone asked us about whether we get that for free with Nintendo Switch Online. Can you clarify what...
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, which... Do we get Mario Kart? Do you get some of the Switch 2 editions? I probably can just answer it in the easiest way, which is... Oh.
Hey, let's go.
We're done.
All right. Kate's the winner. We both won, though. Good stuff.
So, for Nintendo Switch Online has games included, but that's where you're going to get a lot of, like, your retro gaming, like...
Yeah, GameCube classics. You're going to get some of the...
64.
Some Sega classics as well.
Yeah, so there are benefits, but you're not going to be actually have... Okay, the $10 upgrade costs. No, unfortunately, those do not. So, let's actually head to the home screen really quick.
Yeah.
Can we open the game store?
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo eShop.
By the way, guys, that's my handle on Twitter if you want to ask me any questions.
Did you see that? Oh, no, let's not do that.
Don't get my email. Yeah,
we didn't. We're good. It blurred. That's great.
It's all blocked.
Okay, so, let's show you what it actually looks like here.
Yeah, here's the store.
So perfect. This is what Switch 2 editions are going to look like when you open up the eShop. We have The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You see here, upgrade packs, $10. That is probably going to be the standard for other Switch 2 editions. I know Kirby and the Forgotten Land is on that list. Yeah. Hogwarts Legacy. Is this a new... Wait, what else is for a Switch 2 edition?
Well, Switch 2 editions, I believe, at the moment, are just Nintendo games like these two.
Mario Party Jamboree.
There you go.
Mario Party Jamboree. That's coming a little bit later this month. Do we have the new GameCube controller for Switch? Unfortunately,
I wish we did.
I don't think it's even out yet.
Oh, wait, it's out.
It's out? Okay, it's out. Let me know if we should get it and do it for like a TikTok video or something.
That'd be fun.
Do we have the camera accessory? Yeah, let me grab that real quick. Tony, why don't you get another game loaded up? Maybe just explore the world.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
All right, so while Kate's doing that, oh, there's the camera.
Here's the camera. This is the Switch 2 camera. I don't have a link to it in the in our chat right here, but if you're interested, you can order this from Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, and that's it, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's not available on Amazon or anything like that yet. And I believe there are some third-party cameras that are already hitting the
Hori has, if you go to HoriUSA.com,
okay,
they actually have like a camera that looks like a plant from Mario.
Oh wait, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So here's the camera. This is what you're going to want to use for taking advantage of all the game chat features, as well as some of those camera-based features in Mario Party Jamboree. Again, that update's not coming out until, I believe, end of this month or next month.
Yeah, we got to double check.
I feel like June 28th is like the date that's coming in my mind, but we got to double check that for you. This is what you're going to use. We haven't had a chance to test it out yet, mainly because not a lot of people have their Nintendo Switch 2 yet or have this accessory, and it really only makes sense if you have it with other people to play with, right?
I can give a little bit of insight on that.
Yeah.
Because I got to check out Mario Kart last week, and we did use the camera. What's kind of cool about the camera is like it like automatically like fixes on your face, but if you want, you could like actually like adjust the size of the area it captures, so you can have your like avatar like perfectly matched. And if we were using the cameras in this game, you would actually have like your face above your character, and if things happen, like if your character gets knocked around, your like face flips around and stuff.
Right.
So I think if that's kind of a more fun way of playing the game, because you actually see other people's reactions and stuff.
Sure.
But yeah, obviously when we get that set up on our end here, we're gonna show that to you guys because it's actually really fun. But from what I played of it, it's very seamless, works really well, and the frame rate looks a lot better than what you saw in the Switch 2 reveal. Like in real life, it looks a lot better. Okay, one more couple. I think we can answer two questions at once for gaming.
Do games need to be upgraded to play on Switch 2, or will they work day one? Well, I think when you install them,
yeah, they work.
Yeah, they'll work day one.
Yeah.
Can you not play the game you bought without paying the $10? No, you can still totally play the game.
Yeah.
It just won't have the same optimizations for the Switch 2 experience. And there are also some new content baked into these games as well as part of kind of Nintendo justifying the premium for it.
You'll basically play the game you already own. Like, we got the bells and whistles.
Are we switching controllers now?
Yeah, because I just wanted to show people some of this stuff.
Okay. They want to see who's better at Mario Kart between us.
You are. You already proved it. You already proved it. But yeah, I just want to show people some of this stuff.
I feel like we should do. Okay, let's look at the.
Oh, see, I don't have a membership right now, so I can't.
I do.
Oh, you want? Okay, so we have to go to your account.
Oh, okay, that's gonna take too long.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
So you can go to the online world. I do have that membership.
Okay, so
no, down here we want to go, Tony.
Oh,
map. Right?
Yeah, because there is a actual free roam mode.
Yeah, let's do that.
Here's one thing that's kind of cool. If you click on a character, you actually like instantly get teleported to where they are. So it's like an easier way of just checking out where things are.
So to be clear, you do not need to have a Nintendo Switch Online membership to use free roam.
No.
Right.
This is just for online stuff.
Right. So Tony right now isn't playing a race. He's just getting to explore this realm that he landed in, and he could take it as far as he wants. He could stop and take some photos.
Yeah.
Collect coins.
I want to show people some because I think I passed it. There's these like P switches. That's not it, but P switches kind of unlock like challenges. Like, time
there are challenges built into the open room.
In case
free
you
roam,
want,
free roam.
in case you want some kind of structure. But I don't see any here yet. And I'm not sure if this game does or not, but I think the time of day changes, which is kind of cool.
Wow.
And there's a lot of different environments. One thing I liked in general, if you could see it, even if it's in the background.
Oh, there's the pig.
There it is. All right, so let's see what this challenge is all about because they're all different and they're all.
See, we got people logging off.
Let's go.
Mario Kart.
Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, so basically I'm going to have to go up the hill as fast as possible while avoiding obstacles. Well, let's see how well I do. I tried this when I played this last time and I didn't do too well. So we'll see what happens.
Oh my God! Look, there was Boulder. It's like Indiana Jones up in this game.
See, they're trying to knock me out of here.
Wait, also in Kirby in the Forgotten Land, I forget what level it is, but there's like a boulder. I think it's one of like the additional levels after you beat the main story. And I was struggling so hard to get past that bit.
Yeah, this game could be deceptively difficult. Even though it looks all cute.
So is free roam actually free roam, or is it distinct areas with load times between them?
No, it's free roam. There's no loading in between. All right, so see, I failed. Let me bring that.
And back. You can get a better look at the map.
Yeah, so we are in free roam right now.
So you can change your character in free mode too.
Yep. Oh look, we already unlocked because remember in the previous race we unlocked these costumes. So now.
Oh my God! Look at them.
That's the other thing I want to tell people. It's like within 30 minutes you're gonna be unlocking so much stuff. Again, that shows how valuable this game is. Like you get so much for what you pay for.
Cool. Well, do you think we have time for one more quick race? Should we start a Grand Prix and then just play at one level and see how it goes? And
then let's try that. Yeah.
We'll make it hard so you guys can determine once and for all which one of us does better. And that will be the last of us playing Mario Kart World for today's live stream. If you have been enjoying this so far, be sure to let me know. Also, you can chime in on our socials anywhere at Tom's Guide of what you're thinking of this live stream so far. If you want us to do more, if you want to see more Mario Kart World experiences. Maybe we could even do a YouTube video.
I'm down with
let's
that.
Get out of.
Oh, and by the way, you could take pictures if you want.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool.
Yeah. I never cared for that feature.
Really? No. Some people really go ham and.
You know what? If you're and online and your friends are there, I think it's a different story.
Yeah. Yes. Let's stop taking photos. Okay. Want this one back? This is for one player. All right.
Here.
All right, let's switch.
Okay.
No pun intended.
Okay. Quit free roam. Bye bye free roam. That was fun though.
Yeah. No, it's fun. That's a big game.
Okay. We are going to do.
Yeah.
We are going to do. Whoa.
The versus. I mean,
let's just do a Grand Prix.
Yeah.
We're gonna do one race for Grand Prix. I will pick, or not. What else did people say they wanted to see? I think maybe we haven't unlocked enough characters.
No, yeah.
Yet.
All right, I'll be.
But as you play more, you'll unlock, right?
Yep.
Maybe dry bones. There we go.
It's like a boombox I'm driving. That's funny.
Yeah, people want us to do Zelda and Metal Mario. We haven't unlocked those yet. What should we do?
Yeah, we haven't unlocked that stuff. We literally just got this thing out of the box.
Let's pick the one that we like the first one the best. How about this? Looks really nice.
Yeah.
Beach. Let's do. Should we go like
150? Let's go.
Let's go 150. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna play only the first course of the Grand Prix, and we're gonna use that to determine. We don't have time for more on the stream, unfortunately, but we can come back if you guys want. It's up to you, really.
Yeah, you guys let us know. I like this logo. It has like a little bit of a Venice feel.
Tom's Guide versus Tom's Hardware race. That's actually a great idea.
I like that. Yeah, shout out to Tom's Hardware.
Yeah, if you guys also don't know, Tom's Hardware, as the name suggests, is one of the sites that works very closely with Tom's Guide. We're good friends with those that team over there. But it's not just Tom's Hardware. We also work with Laptop Mag and Tech Radar. So
yeah, shout out to all of them.
Yeah, seriously, we love working with them. If you want to see more collabs between our channels, be sure to let us know, because sometimes we like don't think too, and then like if it's what you want, though, we'll be like, okay, this is what the people want.
Future versus future, right? Yeah, but that's what I like about all these levels. They look very multifaceted.
I love this. Look how pretty like the sunset sky is up there.
All right, there we go. So if you like do like drifting, like you actually get a power up once you let go of the drift button.
Oh, really?
It's really cool. Like I'll try to show you here. Like, see, then you let go and you go faster. It's the R1 button.
Yep.
All right, there we go.
Wait, see, what is this power up, guys? I haven't seen this before.
Check it out. I'm flying. Because driving is boring.
I like literally am crashing. You're driving, I'm crashing. It's fine.
I just got
and we're all hit. It's fine.
See, this game will humble you. You know, you think you're doing well.
I think I lost my.
And then you just get electrified for no reason.
Sounds like an episode of.
All right, here we go.
Drama.
Unspecified medical drama. All right. Again, apologies, we don't have the sound for this, but trust us, it sounds very nice.
I could sing the song, but I feel like no one would like that, and in fact, it'd probably make you never want to join a Tom's Guide live stream again.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, that was it. Okay, so I think Tony, but
I went. No, I got ahead.
But you're cheating because you have the Pro Controller.
Want to switch?
No. Oh man. Okay.
So that was the first part of the Grand Prix, and then they'll take us to the next one.
Okay, Tony, I see one more question.
What's up?
Does the Switch turn on and make a lot of noise like it did on the Switch 1?
We didn't really hear much. Like, do you hear anything right now?
There's nothing coming out of
like the fan,
the dock, but it might. I can't speak for handheld mode.
I was gonna ask, are they asking about handheld mode?
Yeah.
Or dock mode?
I think we should do some deeper testing on that. I wouldn't want to give you any type of conclusion without actually spending like long periods of time gaming. I will say it feels kind of warm. That's not unusual though. But we'd have to see how the internal fans hold up for that. But the dock itself is very quiet.
Yeah, we'll bring you guys all that information later. Again, we're just kind of testing this like on day one.
On day one. Okay, so let's get ourselves out of here. Do you want to log X out of the game?
Yeah.
Go home.
Want me to close the game?
Close the game. Right. Closed?
Yep, closed.
Great. All right, we're getting the monitor out of here. Resetting a little bit. How are you doing? We were like off camera for a while. How are we hanging up here? You guys have been with us for almost an hour, which means it is probably time to get out of here. But let's do a quick little recap. Tony, come really quick and say goodbye to our friends. And start saying thank you to Tony for donating some of his time to join us in the live stream.
So yeah, thank you for joining us. That was fun. Like I'm totally down to play more games for you guys because we're always doing like hardware reviews and stuff. But like, okay, yeah, these games great, but never show the actual gameplay. So I'm down with that. So you let us know. And Kate, this was thank you for.
Wait, really quick, where can they find you?
Again, if you want to find me specifically, I'm on Twitter at Romudeth, Romudth. They call it X now, but I'm always going to call it Twitter. And also Tom's Guide. You can see all my cool handheld videos over on our YouTube channel. And I also have several how to set up Switch 2 articles on tomsguide.com. So make sure you check those out. And if you click on my name, it'll have my email address. So if you want to send me questions that way, keep it respectful. That'll be great.
All right, let's say thank you to Tony one more time. Let me grab your mic from you real quick.
Bye, everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, with that, we are coming to the end of our Nintendo Switch 2 launch day live stream. This was so much fun. I can't think of a better way to celebrate the launch of a new console. Let's just move the desk up a little bit here. Wow, there's a ghost in here with us. And here we have it, one more time for you guys to check out. Nintendo Switch 2. Be sure to let us know if you've gotten yours yet, what you're planning to play. If you think you can beat us at Mario Kart, I'd be down to start like an online game with some of y'all if you're down. Just to wrap things up, thank you from me and the team for joining in on our Switch 2 launch day live stream. We had a ton of products linked in this firework chat, so if anything caught your eye, feel free to check it out. No pressure though. And again, for those restocks, I know they're hard to find. I'm updating it too. That's going to be at the link that's been pinned in these comments a few times. But otherwise, if you just go to tomsguide.com, you'll see it right there. That's the live blog linked in the comments. That way you can go check out and hopefully get your own Switch 2 if you haven't already. You can also purchase some games and accessories right there and make it easy. I just hope everyone has fun. It should be exciting to get a new console, have something to do this weekend, right? Do we have any gaming weekend plans? I know I sure do. And let me know which of those accessories you liked. We can do some more stuff on socials. But otherwise, I think that's going to do it for me here today. If you can find me, I'm at Kate Kozich on TikTok and Instagram. We're also at Tom's Guide, everywhere you can find us on social. Check out tomsguide.com for more things Switch 2, gaming, and all things tech and gadgets related. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Bye!